What if the world's greatest treasures weren't sealed away in vaults or displayed under glass? What if they were tucked away in your grandma's attic or gathering dust in a garage, just waiting for someone to see the story behind the scratches? That's what Pawn Stars did. It took the ordinary, the forgotten, the ignored, the just old stuff, and made us realize there's history in every dent and every faded label. Let's rewind. Before Pawn Stars hit the airwaves in 2009, pawn shops had a reputation. They were places people went when things got rough, a last resort, not a destination. But what most folks didn't see was that pawn shops were also little museums, holding on to pieces of history one object at a time. Now, picture Las Vegas in the late 80s. Richard the Old Man Harrison, a Navy vet with more grit than glamour, opens the gold and silver pawn shop. He's not after fame, he's after a way to keep his family afloat. His secret weapon? Knowing people. Knowing when to say no, and knowing when to take a risk. That's the foundation. Then there's Rick Harrison, the guy with the sharpest eye for detail and a mind like a history book. As a kid, he had epilepsy, so instead of playing outside, he read, and read, and read. By the time Pawn Stars started, Rick could tell you when a coin was minted, why it mattered, and what it was actually worth. For him, knowledge was everything. When the cameras rolled, the real magic happened. People brought in Civil War rifles, vintage guitars, ancient coins, sometimes not even knowing what they had. The show turned every deal into a lesson. This wasn't just about money, it was about the history, the craftsmanship, the journey. And you can't forget Corey Big Hoss Harrison, Rick's son who had to hustle to prove he wasn't just the boss's kid. Or Chumlee, the friend who started as comic relief but ended up showing everyone that being underestimated can be your greatest strength. So what made Pawn Stars explode? It wasn't drama, it wasn't scripted fights, it was the real stuff, negotiation, curiosity, and that moment when you realize something in your hands connects you to a bigger story. The show made history cool again. Suddenly pawn shops were respected, collecting antiques was a trend, and the gold and silver pawn shop became a Vegas landmark. People lined up just to step inside, hoping to catch a glimpse of the magic. Even after loss and heartbreak, the passing of the old man, family challenges, and the end of new episodes, the legacy stuck. Pawn Stars reminded us that every object has a story, and that sometimes the greatest treasures are the ones hiding in plain sight. So next time you see something old and worn, don't just walk by, listen a little closer. You might be holding a piece